welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video shout out goes to Pixels Canon. Thank you so much. I absolutely love reading your comments. You are such a rock star on my channel as well with some of my other loving fawns. I love how active you are. You help boost my community. You help boost my channel. You help boost my spirits. I just love whenever a comment comes across from you. It always makes me smile. So shout out to you. Thank you so much for always taking the time to make a comment, type it out, watch a video, whatever it is. I so appreciate it. So shout out to Pixels Canon, and if you want to leave your name below, but if not, then you know who you are. So this video is going to be an eye tutorial based on this eye look right here using the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. I actually received 2 requests to use the blue tones in this palette, so I used, oh my goodness, Electra, Earth, and Neptune, along with some Cosmic, which is the purple that you see on top. And I incorporated some NYX liquid crystal liner for the glitter, but I showed you guys how beautiful the look was before adding the glitter, so you don't need the glitter. My theme for this eye look had been like an ocean, because the day before yesterday's look was a sunset, and so I'm like, you know what? I have these blue requests to use this palette. I should do an ocean, because an ocean starts out light and it gets darker and darker and darker. So Electra is the lightest shade that I show you on the inner corner, and then Earth is in the center. And then Neptune is on the very most outer corner. So you can see that transition, and it all looked really pretty that way. But I really wanted to add some glitter and glam it up, so I showed you both ways. That way you could see what it looks like using just the palette. I mean, I did use one of my Viseart, my Cool Matte palette for transition shades at first. I think I used 3 shades, but like I said, you can use any transition shades. You don't need a Viseart palette. And then I jumped into Cosmic to go over top, so you really don't even see the transition shades. Cosmic is the purpley one that you see that's so pretty, and then everything else that's so blinding are the 3 blues plus the NYX right now. But like I said, you're gonna see how pretty it looks without glitter. 1, if you're not into glitter, or 2, if you don't have a silver glitter on hand to be able to pop it on. So I am very happy with how this eye look turned out, and if it wasn't for the blue requests, I wouldn't have had this like ocean theme come to mind to create this look. So thank you girls so much for requesting it, and I really hope that you're happy with this eye look. Feel free to leave more requests and keep them coming. I know I still have a few more to check off the list as far as tutorials go, plus I have other requests for other categories of things, so I'm working at it. I hammered out 5 videos today, so we're getting there, I promise. And I have some other brands that I am really dying to show you guys, swatch and play with for color schemes too. So if there are just like certain colors that you would like me to create a look with, not necessarily using just a palette, let me know for that too, because then I can, you know, grab one of the other brands I haven't even had a chance to introduce to you guys yet, and then hopefully have a color within the newer ones that I have received that I haven't had a chance to like swatch out for you guys and show you. And I know I still haven't even had a chance to swatch out all 3 of the Beauty Creations palettes, but like I said, I've been filming until about midnight every single night, and then editing, and I run out of steam by that point. So I'm sorry, but they are coming. I have not forgotten about it. So anyway, if you want to see how to get this eye look and see everything in action, then just keep on watching. So I just realized that I'm not sure if the request is for this blue or this blue, but we're gonna go for it, and I'm gonna mix blues. And my idea is to do kind of like an ocean where it starts out light when you're sitting on the beach and it gets like darker and darker and darker. So that's gonna be like, I just did the sunset theme, and now I'm thinking like an ocean theme. So that's where I'm going, and then I'm gonna incorporate a little glitter and a little purple and break some makeup rules as per usual. So that's where my thoughts are at. But again, this is the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette, which is nothing but shimmers. So I'm gonna start with my Viseart Cool Matte palette. And again, you guys don't need a cool matte palette from Viseart. You can just grab a couple of the shades that we're using from any palette. So I'm going to start off with this one because it is cool toned, and this is going to be a cool toned look. And obviously I prepped and primed my eyes. I used my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I tight lined using my Ardency in Modster pencil in black. So taking this shade and my Carity E31, we're just going to start building the crease and above. Now using my same brush, I'm going to take the pink tone, just bring a little pink up here. And then the last shade I want to use from this palette is the purple, and I'm going to do the same thing. Now it's time to break the makeup rules, and taking my Carity brush, I'm going to take Cosmic, and I'm not wetting it though because I don't want this like intensified, but I do want to bring this shade in because it complements blue really nicely. Now I'm going to cut the crease using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then taking my Sigma Cut Crease E62, dipping the product on both sides of the brush, and then working from the base upward. Now taking my Morphe E23 brush, I'm going to dip into the white shade from the Viseart palette and just set this. Then taking my Makeup Geek Outer V brush and dipping into Neptune, we're going to swirl her around, Milani her up, which is going to be me saying Fix Plus pretty soon. And put this in the outer corners. Now I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and coat her really well with earth. Milani her up. And put this over the whole lid. Well, oh, that's so beautiful. Now I'm going to take the other side of the brush and dip into Electra. Coat her nicely. Milani her up. And just do the inner corners. Now this is just to show you how I would do it if I did not have the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. I think it's Diamond Dust. Yes, Diamond Dust. Because I want to pop some Diamond Dust on the inner corner. But I would add that dimension to it like that, so that way it was like the lightest to that blue to the deepest blue, because that's kind of how the ocean goes. So that would be how I would do it without having the Stila or any kind of a silver glitter. I mean, you don't need this. You could totally pop on any kind of glitter, even like this NYX glitter silver. Number 107 Crystal Silver. You could put that on the inner corner just for a little extra pop too, and that would be beautiful. And that is a really affordable glitter. So you've got a lot of options. I just want to show you that eyeshadow look, but I am going to take it a step further with the glitter. I am going to go line and pop on my falsies, and then I'm going to come back to do the glitter, because the falsies have a really hard time sticking to the glitter for some reason with the Stila. I had a heck of a hard time with the sunset look to get the inner corners to stay down. It's just something with this formulation. I mean, it's good to do it before glitter anyway, but I do want you guys to see, because this is so pretty before you add any glitter to it. And like I said, I really truly think even just doing, either leaving it alone is beautiful on its own, adding a little bit of glitter like this glitter would be amazing. But I haven't played around with these at all, and I don't think I've even used Diamond Dust once. If I have, it was one time, but I can't even think of a time that I've used it. So I'm dying to use it. So that's why I want to pop it on the inner corners. But I do want to show you guys how you can make that gradient ocean effect with this palette using the 3 shades without touching glitter. Or maybe you're not into glitter anyway. But I'm going to go do that, and I will be right back to pop on the glitter. All right, so after all of that, I did a light swatch of the Diamond Dust because I examined it a little bit more closely. Like, I brought it up and I'm like, this doesn't look really like silver blinding. So when I swatched it, it is a little bit more champagne tone. Like, it's got silvers and champagne and some iridescence, and I think it would actually make it like detract from the look and not make it as icy. So I think Stila needs to come out with a true silver, because unless I'm missing something, like, I'm under the impression that I have the entire collection, including all of the like duochrome shades. Like, I've got, yes, like I have 13 shades right there, I think. I mean, without getting it off topic, but I have made sure to get every single shade because I love them so much. So I think Stila just doesn't have a true silver. And some of the colors aren't available on Sephora, so I ordered them from Stila directly. So after all that, we are going to go with the NYX. So in the meantime, I might as well give you guys this update. I popped on my Elegenz lashes in Bombshell. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I'll try out some other ones in some more looks. I promise. I know. They're here and they're beautiful and they're my favorite, and but I promise I'll get back to trying out other pairs for you after this tutorial. I can't help it. I love them. And then I put my Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner plus Serum in black as my base. I know it's extra. And right now I'm actually getting like a crazy headache that feels like it's developing into a migraine. I need to go grab the oil that Dina sent me and rub some at least on my neck, because I plan on filming quite a few videos, like even mini videos. So I want to like do 5 more hours of filming after this, but I don't know if it's gonna happen now because this headache is exploding. But that's why I popped that on. Normally I do tutorials, and I literally do the tutorials just to go wash my face. So anyway, I did that, and then I did the rest of the line with the Tom Ford liner. I did get carried away. I didn't mean to go this dramatic, but it happened and I went that dramatic. And I also had, it's not on anymore, but I did go with my Makeup Geek iconic lipstick in Spoiled. I'm just really into it right now, as long as I put a gloss or a balm underneath. And so now you guys are caught up. So far, now we're gonna go in with the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in 107 Crystal Silver. And I am just going to pop a little bit of this on the inner corners. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Okay. I actually think it will be fun to kind of drag it up midway into the crease. Not like all the way, but part way. Okay, I'm gonna let this eye dry, go do my other eye, do my face, and then I will be back to do the lower lash line. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I finished up my face, and I actually put quite a few new products to the test. So we have a couple of things to talk about, but not like a whole bunch. So I finally jumped on the bandwagon and bought the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and this is actually really good for a $6 foundation. I did a mini video on it, so you guys will see that, and in that video I also put the Dino Platz Loose and Silly Loose Setting Powder with an SPF of 27, so I love that, and this powder was so good. Now it is like you get a very small amount of product, and it comes with this sponge tip, and this worries me. I did not use it. One, I cannot figure it out. No matter what I did, I couldn't get the product to work, but I was worried that if I started putting that on my face, I didn't know if that would like the transfer of foundation, if it would break it apart. So, and you guys know I prefer brushes anyway, so I just took the lid off and went right in there with my brush. So I think that I would use this up really quickly. So this is fantastic. Like, it set it. I didn't need a powder puff. It didn't break anything apart. It didn't leave a white cast. It didn't catch on the foundation. This is such a win, but I'm gonna save it for days when I'm gonna be outdoor, just to have that one extra layer of protection from the sun, because like I put on sunscreen as my skincare routine, then I'll be wearing a foundation that has sunscreen in it, but those don't typically go above 20. But you know, my sunscreen already has 50, then my foundation has 20, and then I'm gonna use this, which has an SPF of 27, and then I wear sunglasses and usually a hat, so I'll be golden. So I'm good. At least I found a setting powder that also has SPF in it. That makes me really happy. So I put that to the test, and this foundation is really awesome for $6. Like, it did settle into my fine lines, which I don't particularly like. Obviously, that is not awesome, but for $6 you cannot complain. And I mean, I love Wet n Wild because they are a fantastic drugstore brand that's cruelty free. So I am a Wet n Wild all the way. I did a mini haul, so I'm going to try to do as much of a full face using Wet n Wild as possible, and I may have to pick up a few more products. The shade that I used is Classic Beige Medium Tan, but I purchased it when I had my Loving Tan on, and today when I put it to the test, it was way too warm tone for me. Look at that. But I just painted myself in it so that way it was okay. But aside from the fact that it settled into my fine lines, it has the most faint smell, almost paint-like, but it disappears within seconds. So to me, that's not even an issue, and I am very scent sensitive, and it went away right away. So that's not an issue. The applicator sucks a little bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, $6 is not, I mean, I'm not going to complain over the applicator either. I just want to point that out to you. It's not a pump. It looks like it would be a pump because the packaging, they did a great job. And it, like, I think this is a glass bottle. Like, it looks fancy pants for $6, but it doesn't have a pump. But the Marc Jacobs Remarkable, which is like a $65 foundation, does not have a pump either. It has that it's a similar type of applicator. So this threw me at first, and I was like, well, that's not hygienic. And then I started thinking, well, damn, the like $60 foundation has that too. So I can't really blame Wet n Wild for cutting costs on not having a pump when Marc Jacobs at a $60 price point doesn't even have a pump. And then I did notice that it preferred a dampened beauty blender. I had no problem blending it out with a brush, but once I put the beauty blender over it, it really did like that extra moisture. And this is very buildable too. Like, I had a medium coverage and I built it up to full coverage and it looked flawless. You can feel that you're wearing a foundation. Some of the other ones that I've put to the test that are full coverage, they are literally weightless, and that's awesome that you don't feel it, but you're paying, you know, $45+ for them compared to $6. So if you don't mind the feeling of the full coverage foundation and having a little bit of fine lines, emphasized, this is a really great option. And then I also did another mini video because Milani released new Color Harmony blush palettes, and I picked up all 4 shades, of course. So that will be posted. But the shade that, look how beautiful. Is that not gorgeous? And the packaging, like the gold, this just looks like a seashell, and it gives you mermaid vibes because it looks like a seashell. I'm in love, and the formula is amazing. Wait till you see me put it in action, because I have since highlighted, because I put another product to the test in another mini video for you guys, and these are so creamy, so buildable, so natural looking too. Like, it is, these blushes are beautiful. I put on number 1 Pink Play, and I love it. I love it. These blushes are a win. Then I put to the test the iconic London, the original shimmer palette, but as you can see, it's not a shimmery highlight at all. And my USPS guy sucks. Like, I hate my USPS driver. He has thrown packages at the mail or at my wall. Like, he's awful. We've launched complaints. He takes packages and like jams them into the mailbox that shouldn't be jammed in there. So one of the 4 Milani blushes came broken, and the packaging was bubble wrapped to crap. Like, it is not Milani's fault. And then this iconic London, the mirror came broken. And this was so packed and bubble wrapped. And this also came by USPS. I'm noticing that every time my makeup is coming broken, it's USPS. It's never FedEx and it's never UPS. And I don't get to pick the carrier when I'm getting my makeup. So I'm getting really, really mad because now I'm noticing a pattern. I wasn't before, and I'm realizing that it's not the company's fault, it's my USPS driver. So this does come with a beautiful mirror. I know I'm showing you guys this and it looks really cheap, but it's not. It's a very heavy duty mirror, and I promise you guys, this is not iconic London's fault. This is definitely my driver's fault. But these shades, they don't look like too much in the pan, but wait until you actually see my swatches in the mini video. They're amazing. Like, they have such a versatility to them because I demonstrate these 2 shades, dry and wet, and they are so buildable. You have like icy, which is what I did to match the eye look. You have a peachy tone, which is like a true peach highlight. You have a mauve undertone. This is a golden champagne, and then a true like antique gold, like yellow gold highlight, and it is beautiful. I cannot wait to try all of these out. So you're gonna see me putting a lot of these to the test in future videos and mixing them with the iconic London drops that I have too, because I have both shades that they have, and I cannot wait to layer these on top of the drops. Like, it is going to be stunning. So this formulation is like pretty damn close to how beautiful the Melt Cosmetics one sits on your skin. But the Melt Cosmetics are still my favorite highlights. They just perfected the highlight formulation, and the way they sit, they're so natural and beautiful, but still somehow blinding and amazing, and I just don't know how they did it. But this is so beautiful the way it sits on the skin too. I'm very, very impressed by this palette, just not by my USPS driver. And then because I went so warm toned on the foundation, when I went to use my Ciate bamboo bronzer in Palm Island today, it like barely showed up on my skin. It was really funny actually. So I did bronze with this, but you can't tell because my foundation is too dark. And that does it, because I caught you guys up halfway through when we applied the glitter, so I can zoom you guys in and we can get going on finishing up this lower lash line. So I'm going to start by taking my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in Blew Me Away, but it's like spelled like blue, like the color blue. I haven't used this one yet either. And smudge this beneath the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take my Morphe M507 and going back into Cosmic. We're going to smoke some Cosmic down there. Now I'm going to dip into Earth with the same brush and smoke that in. Then I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Smudge Brush and take Neptune. Coat this really well. Milani her up with what's left. And smudge this in. Alright, I cleaned off my brush, so it's dry now, and then taking the BH Cosmetics Black Light Highlight 6-color palette, I'm going to take Strobe, because we all know that she's blinding AF, and highlight the inner corner with that. Now I'm going to take the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in the same shade 107 Crystal Silver and pop some of that on the lower lash line inner corner. Alright, this makeup look is complete. I'm just going to go get dressed, do my hair, and I will be right back. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys love this eye look that I came up with, and I think that it is so cool the way I added in like the glitter with like half of a cut crease glitter type of thing, because I haven't done that yet before. I've done like the whole way glitter. I haven't actually done like, you know, half of the crease, and I really like the way that that turned out. I think it's really cool, and I wasn't planning on doing a cut crease today at all either, and then I just went with it and did a cut crease, and I wasn't planning on doing such a dramatic wing, and it happened again. So rolling with the punches as usual, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. It is very blingy and, you know, sparkly, and that's why I went all out blingy, because I'm just feeling blingy now. I think the eyes are very blingy, so they deserved to have blingy jewelry to go with them. So anyway, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.